So if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I've been looking for a new shredder guitar. Probably about a month or so now I've been looking, and then maybe about a week or so back we started posting videos, you know, what shredder should I get, you know, and a lot of people responded, and I got in touch with other people off of YouTube as well. And the two main guitar brands that people were saying that kept coming up were Advertise and Schecter. And I ended up getting the Schecter Reaper 6 FR. So I'll talk about some of the quality control issues that I've seen so far with it. Now first, it's probably just a shipping incident. The high E string was broke. As soon as I grabbed the neck to pull it out of the box, it cut me. So yeah, most likely that was done in shipping, either to Zounds or, you know, to us, FedEx or whatever. So these guys here, the 2221s, Ernie Ball Regular Slinkys, are the strings that come with it. So I figured I would just replace it instead of dealing with customer service and saying, hey, you got a broke string or whatever. Anyway, I replaced the high E string, and then I had a fit trying to get everything in tune and adjust the tremolo, the spring, the claw arm, and it just did not want to work. So what happened was one of the screw holes that holds the claw arm in place was not drilled enough from the factory, not deep enough. So I messed up a screw head. I got another one, and I felt it just wasn't going deep enough, and it was fixing to mess up that head as well. So I ended up going with a slightly shorter screw, similar, maybe a 1/4 inch shorter, and trying that would make it, you know, the tremolo, the claw arm go closer to the body without having to like permanently like drill a hole, just in case, you know. I got like 45 days I think to return this guitar. So we replaced that screw right there. As you can see, there's a rounded screw that comes with these guys. I couldn't find one at my local hardware store, but we found one that had a flat one. We had to put that's basically almost all the way to the body here. And then I noticed something else. Although I didn't like notice any sound, you know, issues with this, I kept feeling this D string. It felt like it was higher, you know, when I was cording it and all that stuff. And finally looked at it. I don't know if you can even see this on video, but that is a bigger, rounder string than the A string here that they put on there. Did they actually misplace this string for that string? Is that supposed to be the A string and that one's supposed to be the D string? Or did they put another E string there? You know, the low E string like this one. See if you guys can see. So I wonder if a lot of the tension issue causing the Floyd Rose tremolo to pull up, even with the claw arm, you know, screwed to the body pretty hard, is that spring or string there, you know, just putting too much tension on it. It's harder to press down and everything. So I do have the other set. It's, you know, I first said, well, you know, do they have some kind of variable gauge strings here, you know, that comes with this guitar for whatever reason. Maybe when you tune it down or something, it sounds better or something, you know, for like a lot of the metal heads. I didn't know, but I looked at the set, 2221, and no, they go from, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, starting from the smallest, you know, diameter strings going up, and each one goes up or down if you go in this direction, and there's no like jump, you know, and then, you know, a rise and a fall, I guess you say, in string gauges. at the D. Now, I doubt this is going to ruin any overall quality of this guitar, this model, or anything. It is a quality control issue where somebody made a couple mistakes, and hopefully that's it. I don't know if you can see it, but the Floyd Rose is rising just a hair here, even though it's pretty much screwed all the way to the body. So hopefully changing that string out to the right string, the right tuning, will make it go a little bit flatter. I was going to end that video last night, but I mean, it definitely looks like that gauge, that string is slightly bigger than this one. However, when I reversed the strings, thinking, well, maybe they just got them in reverse, it still didn't act right. You know, that D string was still kind of raising up, had too much tension on the tuner, I guess, and it still felt awkward, and it was still pulling the Floyd Rose tremolo way. Could have been a mistake at Ernie Ball, you know, on the string sets. Maybe one was mislabeled, you know, one of the strings in the package. But even if that's so, you know, I would imagine anybody that was a professional player, professional luthier, or whoever set them up at the factory, the guitars, they should have felt that D string, you know, feeling different. And, you know, I'm assuming they set up the Floyd Rose pretty decently. It says set up to play on the back of the guitar. Floyd Rose systems are set up based on the tension, the gauge of strings, the set of strings you have on it. So they obviously set it up for the wrong strings, whether, you know, they got a messed up set of strings, or if they made a mistake, you know, whoever was putting together the guitar. I just took 2 more strings out of my new set and just replaced them, and guess what? This string is not sitting up, it's not feeling weird. With that said, the Floyd Rose is still raised up a little bit, but overall I think I've got it okay. Because of them doing that, you obviously have to reset up your Floyd Rose, you know, using, even though it's the same set, same tension, same gauge as the factory specs, you know, what they send out, the 2221s. And set up to play Schecter 5.6. Although I think that a lot of people probably would send the guitar back and either get a different model or ask for one that's, you know, inspected properly. If you know what you're doing or have YouTube and can, you know, do a little research, these things are minor, but they are a pain in the butt, especially if you've never really worked on a Floyd Rose. I had a Floyd Rose like 20 plus years ago. Didn't do too much to it, you know, it was already set up. But all right, this is just my first impressions of it. The pickups seem like a little distorted, a little hot, so I might need to back them down away from the strings a little bit. Other than that, we're going to just give it our best, try to keep this guitar, try to be happy with it, see if we can get it sounding the way we want, and hopefully this will be in our collection forever. In hindsight, it's probably hard to tell without some kind of gauge meter to see what string they put on that D string. Was it, you know, the 1146, the E string, or did they put 2 of the A strings on there, the 1136s? You know, the guitar had been sitting in the box for, you know, a year and 4 months or so, I believe, based on the date. That high E string could have been broken that whole time, causing more tension on the strings to pull on it. So maybe visually one of them has a little bit more stretch, a little bit more wear on it, you know, in that time. And like I said, they could be 2 A strings. Anyway, that was not the right D string. It was too big, it put too much tension on the tremolo system, and that probably should have been caught before it got packed in the box and shipped off to, you know, the music store.